Welcome to Say Easy. Improve your English fluency effortlessly on your mobile. Learning made simple, anytime, anywhere. This community program for teens is really helpful, Sarah said, grateful for the support. Did you hear that? Her brother whispered, eyes wide with excitement. I'm so sleepy, Sarah yawned, feeling the weight of the day. I have a question for you, her mother said, turning to Sarah with a thoughtful expression. The evening continued with laughter, conversation, and the shared bond of family, reminding them of the importance of communication and understanding. During the session, I saw him fall asleep. It was quite unexpected, especially since the presentation was so engaging. I have to work this weekend, I thought, making a mental note to catch up on some sleep during the week. We can play soccer next weekend instead, my friend suggested, trying to lighten my mood. I hope the government does something about the poverty in this country, I said, feeling a sense of urgency and concern for the people struggling around me. If you see a bear here, run for your life, warned the park ranger as we embarked on our hiking trip. I have a small favor to ask you, my colleague whispered, pulling me aside. I have a number of favors to ask you, he continued, making me wonder what could possibly require so much assistance. Please turn off the television, my roommate called out from the living room. I always bring pepper spray with me, I assured my friend as we walked through a dimly lit alley. Let's move on to the next tourist spot, I suggested, eager to explore more of the city's hidden gems. I really like you, he confessed, catching me off guard with his honesty. The night is young, I said, feeling optimistic about the adventures that lay ahead. I'm going to live like there's no tomorrow, I declared, embracing the spontaneity of life. Mr. Morris is here, announced the receptionist, signaling the arrival of our distinguished guest. You have a point, I admitted, acknowledging the validity of his argument. I believe in you, he said, offering words of encouragement when I needed them most. Just hold my hand, I whispered, seeking comfort in his presence. I'm going to see you today, he reminded me, brightening up my morning. Please bring a pen, I requested, preparing to jot down important notes for the meeting. What will happen if you don't submit your report on time? I wondered aloud, feeling the pressure of impending deadlines. This is the next best thing, I exclaimed, thrilled with our latest discovery. I can't live without my phone, she confessed, highlighting the device's central role in our daily lives. Before I go to bed, I always wash my face, I shared, revealing a small ritual that helped me unwind. There's a large amount of data online about that topic, he observed, marveling at the wealth of information available at our fingertips. That's all I know about dinosaurs, I admitted, feeling slightly embarrassed by my limited knowledge on the subject. I have a million questions about this book, she exclaimed, captivated by the story's intricate plot. We must watch this movie together, he insisted, excited about the upcoming release. Can we go home now? I asked, feeling exhausted after a long day. I hid it under my bed, she confessed, revealing the secret hiding spot. I filled the tub with water, I said, preparing for a relaxing bath. His room is at the end of the corridor, she pointed out, directing me to the guest quarters. Can you write me a prescription for this? I requested, handing over the medical form. His mother is a very lovely woman, I complimented, having had the pleasure of meeting her. This area of the house needs to be fixed, he noted, surveying the damages. That virus has become a national concern, I informed him, expressing my worries about the growing health crisis. She needs money to buy her medicine, he explained, shedding light on the dire situation. She shared her story to the media, I revealed, admiring her courage and resilience. She is so young and so hopeful, I observed, feeling inspired by her optimism. It's a fact, shopping can improve your mood, she declared, justifying her latest splurge. It's that time of the month, she exclaimed, realizing the reason behind her mood swings. Just because she's different, it doesn't mean she's bad, he argued, defending her uniqueness. You have a lot of explaining to do, I warned, confronting him about the unanswered questions. Turn right when you reach the corner, she instructed, guiding me through the unfamiliar streets. Let's study our English lessons together, I suggested, eager to improve our language skills. Can I borrow your English book? She asked, showing interest in my collection. She has the pink eye, I noted, urging her to seek medical attention. I love my job, he confessed, grateful for the fulfilling career. Describe yourself in one word, she challenged, prompting me to reflect on my identity. Though you are angry now, I'm sure you will forget about this later, said Sarah, trying to calm down her brother, Mark. His business is thriving, Mark retorted, clearly not in the mood to be placated. This is not an issue for me, Sarah replied calmly, refusing to get dragged into an argument. Whose side are you on, anyway? Mark asked, feeling betrayed by her neutrality. Always be kind, even to strangers, Sarah reminded him gently, hoping her words would sink in. There are 4 seasons in a year, Mark said abruptly, changing the topic. Let's head back. It's freezing out here, Sarah suggested, noticing the chill in the air. We've gone too far and now we are lost, Mark admitted, finally realizing they had ventured too deep into the woods. She has long, black hair, Sarah commented, reminiscing about their sister who they had lost years ago. She has long, brown hair, Mark added, his voice tinged with sadness. They both love chocolate ice cream, Sarah said with a small smile, thinking of happier times. I have 2 little boys with me now, Mark shared, a hint of pride in his voice. The house is so quiet without you, Sarah whispered, feeling the absence of their sister. I hope you say yes, Mark said, looking into Sarah's eyes, searching for understanding. After all this time, he has finally learned to love, Sarah said, recalling their father's journey since their mother's passing. Ever since his mom died, he has been cranky and angry at the world, Mark admitted, opening up about their father's struggles. That was such a long time ago, Sarah sighed, reflecting on their family's history. Please provide me with a list of your services, Mark said, steering the conversation back to the present. Do you have a specific dental service to treat this? Sarah asked, concerned about Mark's recent dental issues. We went around the block, Mark said, attempting to lighten the mood. You're a good friend, Sarah smiled, appreciating Mark's efforts. You're important to me, Mark replied, his voice sincere. My father is so important to me, Sarah echoed, thinking of their father's sacrifices. Let's sit outside together, Mark suggested, wanting to enjoy the fresh air. He's away right now, Sarah said, missing their father's presence. Until when will you be away? Mark asked, eager for their father's return. With great power comes great responsibility, Sarah quoted, thinking of their family's legacy. I've been checking his temperature every hour, Mark admitted, showing his concern for their father's health. Let's play a game, Sarah proposed, trying to distract Mark. I buy from his bakery as often as I can, Mark shared, thinking of their neighbor who ran a local bakery. He's not yet home, Sarah sighed, looking out the window. There's a long line at the grocery cashier, Mark observed, noticing the time. I stay away from political discussions, Sarah said, avoiding controversy. It's the end of an era, Mark mused, thinking of the changes in their lives. Among all my pets, he's my most favorite, Sarah said, reminiscing about their childhood pets. Have you ever tried this cake? Mark asked, trying to lighten the mood with a sweet treat. Can you stand still for a minute? Sarah asked, noticing Mark's restlessness. What you did was so bad, Mark admitted, finally coming to terms with his actions. I can't lose you, Sarah said, her voice filled with emotion. I want to buy this bag, however, I need to save up for it first, Mark confessed, revealing his desire for a special gift. She's a member of the Babysitters Club, Sarah shared, proud of their sister's accomplishments. Let's pay for our groceries, Mark said, pulling out his wallet. There's a law against jaywalking, Sarah reminded him, looking both ways before crossing the street. I want you to meet my aunt, Mark said, introducing Sarah to a new member of their extended family. Let's go inside my car, Sarah suggested, ready to head home. This is the city that never sleeps, Mark said, driving through the bustling streets. I'm almost done with my report, Sarah said, feeling accomplished. As the day turned into evening, the siblings realized that, despite their differences and disagreements, their bond was unbreakable. They headed home, grateful for each other's company and the memories they had created together. Did you remember to include the summary in your report? Sarah asked as she glanced over at Alex, who was engrossed in his laptop. Can we continue working tomorrow? Alex replied, looking a bit overwhelmed by the day's tasks. Great, let me set an appointment for you, Sarah said, reaching for her phone to check her calendar. Actually, I'll finish it later, Alex interrupted, closing his laptop with a sigh. Our community is very tight-knit, Sarah remarked, trying to lighten the mood. Maybe someone can help us out with the report. There's so much to learn in the English language, Alex said, shifting the conversation away from work momentarily. What's your name? Sarah asked, Intrigued by Alex's sudden change of topic. I'm Alex. And you? I'm Sarah. She replied with a smile. I can give you 5 reasons why you need to watch that video, Alex said, pulling out his phone. I'd love to hear them later, Sarah said, looking at her watch. We should get back to work. I once had a puppy named Bark, Alex shared, feeling a bit nostalgic. I love my white sneakers, Sarah said, looking down at her feet. She's the least productive among all the employees, Alex whispered, nodding towards a coworker across the room. She was our class president back in high school, Sarah whispered back, amused. I'd love to learn more about the English language, Alex said, bringing the conversation full circle. What is her real name? Sarah asked, pointing discreetly at the coworker. I'm not sure, Alex admitted. What can we change so that things will get better? They hired a team to do the design of their new office, Sarah said, nodding towards the coworker's workstation. Thank you. Welcome back to Say Easy, where we make language fluency easy. Let's dive into the world of language learning together.